Hey everybody, this is Jessica, and this video is going to cover the patcher we created in Chapter 5, titled Ear Training. Like I said in my previous video, I split these two chapters up just in case we decide to present them individually come class time. So, I think the biggest part of this patcher was, the math that got done behind the scenes. This whole chunk, which I would say is a good half, 1/3, half of the patch, is the math that's getting done to get down to this number box. This number box is a numeric way of saying how many semitones are in between our intervals. And again, that interval being represented up here in our U menu. And the drop down would contain unison, minor, second, major, third. I guess minor, third, skipped that, but you get the point. So yeah, and then this little part here is what the user is going to get to see, or most of this is what the user is going to get to see to select it. It's basically a training exercise, exactly that. It's oral training. And so we have 3 different options of hearing the interval. Of course, the interval itself with this button. The interval gets played melodically by hitting that button, which means one note at a time. And then harmonically with that button, meaning they get played, together again, like we hear them initially. Now, I do have a question for anybody willing to answer. I wasn't really sure where to route this patch cord. The book, I think in the steps it indicated that it should go to this integer box, but the picture that was shown kind of looked like it led to this integer box. It sounds better when I lead it to this one. It doesn't really sound like I imagine it would when I lead it to this integer box, which, not to get ahead of myself, but I'll show you what I mean here when I get into presentation mode. So, in presentation mode, we have, create our interval, so we'll do that. To hear it harmonically, just like we just heard it. And then listen closer to the melodic one. It sounds like one note's played, they both get played. As you can see, this button lights up again. And then the final note's played, again separately. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. If anybody has any ideas on how to route that chord, that's got to be the only patch chord that's doing it. If anybody has an idea of where to route that differently, I'll keep reading and see if I missed something, try to dissect again. But other than that, I think I did a decent job here. I don't know what that was anymore, but just to pick the light lights up. Same with the correct light. So that concludes the Chapter 5 chapter patch. So thanks for tuning in, and hope you guys have a great rest of your week.